Firstly, I'd like to say that I love coming to Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks. It absolutely changed my life. My entire life I've been searching for a hobby, and as soon as I walked into the door of Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks, I knew that I was absolutely home.
We decided to get started here at Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks actually in preparation for our wedding. We started about a year ago, and we decided it would be a good idea to at least make sure we didn't look like complete fools doing our wedding dance and doing some social dancing at the wedding.
My experience with Sherman Oaks, Arthur Murray, has been very good. It's been like 3 years, or maybe going on my 4th year here. And it's just something you can't stop doing. It's something that just makes you feel good. You're gonna have a bad day at work and come in here and you forget all about the troubles that you had during the day.
Well, Caesar and I actually met each other several years ago in a salsa class, and we were looking for something to do to continue dancing and continue learning, and we tried out a few studios, and we happened upon Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks doing a promotional event, I guess, in the Sherman Oaks Fashion Square Mall at Christmas time.
I started with Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks 4 years ago, before my son's wedding. I had a couple of weeks to prepare, and I waited till the last minute knowing that I could never dance because I was the basic klutz. And I knew when I called them, they would say, "You don't have enough time, sorry." But when I called and I talked to Tom, he said, "There's plenty of time, come on in, can you come in tonight?" And I fell in love with my instructor, Josh. And Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks has been like my family ever since.
I started dancing at Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks because I didn't want to be the person at work who got stuck with all the projects. I needed an obligation. I started here. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but it turned out to be. When I explain it to people, I always say it's fun in a box. Every time you go in, fun comes out.
My experience with Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks has been completely positive. When I first came here, I was really afraid and unsure, but I was introduced to Tom and to my wonderful teacher, Josh, and they put me at ease, and even though I felt like a klutz at first and kept apologizing for everything, they soon made me feel a lot more confident, and I met so many wonderful people, both the teachers and all of the students made me feel so welcome that I really began to feel a lot more comfortable.
At Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks, I came down here thinking I was going to learn to dance in 2 or 3 lessons. I did everybody up and found out it's a little bit harder than that, but I really enjoyed myself. And I do find that this is like family down here at Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks, and I really enjoyed myself.
I was going to a wedding, and I knew there was going to be some swing dancing, so I wanted to freshen up. And I happened to get a Groupon sent to me, and kind of through a number of phone calls, I ended up taking a free lesson, and I couldn't stop smiling.
My experience at Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks has been really fun, really fun. When a friend of mine brought me down, I didn't know what to expect. But as soon as I stepped into the room, it was unbelievable.
My experience with Arthur Murray has been very different from what I anticipated. I tried to do dance once before, and it was a group class, and it really wasn't for me. I didn't feel comfortable at all, or like I had accomplished anything. So as a result, I only went to a couple classes, and that was it. But here it was at Arthur Murray, it was such a warm environment, and everyone was having so much fun that you really couldn't help it. You're just drawn into it.
Well, my experience with Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks began about 3 years ago. I had always wanted to take ballroom dance lessons because my parents took danced ballroom when I was a young girl, and it was very lovely to me. So I decided that someday I would learn that. And one day I woke up and I said, if someday is not today, when will it be? So I called.
Well, Andrea and I have been taking lessons at Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks for about 5 years. It was one of those things we talked about for many years and hadn't started. Actually, I was the impetus for our starting the lessons. It was coming up on Andrew's birthday. I went in, I bought the introductory package. I said, here's our present.
My experience as here at Arthur Murray Sherman Oaks has been tremendous. As a teacher, I've grown incredible, and I once started as a student, which for me is because I was really shy. That's why I actually started. They still say I'm the shyest one out of everyone, but for me, I've grown a million times what I expected.